Well, I think it's nice for a little update to do on the channel of house projects and the Jeep build. It's been a few new changes in the Jeep, but first, for projects right now, I'm just starting to get started the weld. We already have 2 feet of snow, so this project for this tool has already been done for the year. Till next fall, we need the tool again for driveway stakes. We use, I think, 2-inch PVC pipe. Um, 5 feet tall, put reflectors on it for driveway stakes every 30 feet for our 800 plus foot driveway. So stake them all, and every year we have this tool, we use it in the first 5 stakes using a hammer. This one hammer, about 5 to 6 hits, I don't know, I should say 6 hits to the ground to get to the ground, put a hole in the ground for the stake. After 4 holes, it shears off every year. So like 1 year it sheared off here, another year sheared off here, now it sheared off again, and then the handle broke 1.2. So I'm now just fixing it again so I can work 1 more a So it's sheared off there. I'm gonna re-keep those the way the metal deformed and keep it. Find a place where this is stained vertical, not leaning to one side. Find the best place, hold it, tack it, and then weld it all up. Grind and paint, and don't make it too pretty, and that'll be fixed. So that's one that I need to fix right now for the garage. I got my chains. These are more for a crane, but use them. They need to be painted yellow. All my chains I have for the property are now painted yellow, except this chain. And then I got 2 chains in the barn that have bolts through them. I bought these to fix them right, not just to use a bolt, so it's more safer and stronger. So place those, and they're already too late now, but these are for the firewood holder for the door. That's that, and I'm still needing to pull the welder out for the RC body. Now I'm working on the RC body for this. The M715 body I have for the Jeep truck is fine, but I love flat fenders. I've owned 2 so far, flatties, and then CJ5s I've owned. So I love the classic look than a 70s AMC truck. So it's still a Jeep truck, but I want a flat fender. I want to have a truck bed. So just like real life, I want to do, I have some Dana 60 high pinion front axles I want to use for my full-size build. Money's tight. I'm trying to save for a Gladiator right now, but my new job. But for RC, I might want to build what I want to dream of building in real life last year, like last Jeep I had. So this is a bit of a mix of a flat fender up front, curved and flattened this with a 2A windshield, and then down here it's 2A style, but then it's like right here, this section's gonna be like a CG5 because you don't see that indent in the back. It's RC. I have stuff inside. I have electronics inside here, so I obviously can't really do that chamfer. ESC is right there, receivers right here, so I can't do that CJ2A MB style indent. So the CJ5 here, this will be metal here, but I'm gonna round this off when I make it, so slice it right here. So it's gonna be all boxed in when I first make it. I'm gonna slice it and then try to curve it so it's a nice curvature like a M30A1 would have. So it blends into that, I don't know. Then I want the hood to actually open and close so I get the battery out, which is plenty of space for the battery. And I could also make these inner fenders tie in more, which I will. But for now, this is gonna be the simplest I can make it. So I have a big sheet of 22 gauge metal. I know it's thick, but the trails I ride, and I'm not going for comps, I'm just riding for fun. And like 2 weeks ago, my friend went down the cliff. 80+ foot drop off the gorge. I had a slide down the mountain. Yeah, I couldn't get grip. I just slid down. And then grabbed his truck and had a hike back up. So when I kind of roll over, I want a strong body. It's more weight, but I got brushless. I can put force out. I have Vanquish parts on here. It's maxed out. So I got plenty of power for the weight I'm gonna have. So And it's not too top heavy too. I mean, it is on 2.2s right now, so it's pretty high, but it's okay. So that metal's fine. So I'm gonna make it pretty much, this is big enough sheet metal here, so I'm gonna go from this point. It's gonna be flat, but also curved as one piece. So I gotta factor in how much that curve is gonna add on. Mark it, then curve it. It's gonna go all the way down flat, all the way back here. And then back here, I'm half and half. I wanted to stop here so I have like tires stick out for rock crawling for like class 3 competitions. I want that. But for me, for a true flat fender, we don't stick out like that. I know this is pretty much, it's not stretched out, so it's pretty normal. So yeah, it's pretty fun. So but yeah, this is like stock pretty much, but tires stick out. So I want to add back here because I have the M715 body steel truck, and I still might want to use it. It uses these 2 body posts, which will stay right here, hooked and shot over them. Back here, the truck body doesn't have any mounts, but also back here is just all those weights actually bolted down here. So this body won't come off ever. The floor will come off, this will come off to get access to stuff. So in a sense, I'm not touching no body post at all. I'm not moving a body post for different body. So the plan I want to do it, so I have to unbolt the floor, and then somehow, how the front's held down, probably actually through the inner fender, put a body post within there, a bolt stick up, so it's permanently mounted. Unbolt that, unbolt the back bed, body comes off, but so that's not too bad. So back here, I do want to extend this back tailgate to back here. A little bit offset, but that's I can put a weld down. Drop these off. That way I don't have to, if I use this right now, leave it where it is, back bumper gets pushed forward. That's fine for this body. Put the other body back on, back bumper's here, and now it looks funky. So I want one chassis to fit 2 bodies. Simple as that. So I'm gonna extend this 1.5 inches back. Done. Talks about that. Now I've experimented with some popsicle sticks. I want to do a bed rack like a glider would have. But what I actually want to do is a vertical, up 1 inch, and then chamfer, and then flat bar across. That's what I wanted to do with popsicle sticks to redo that. This is too tall. This is right here is 2 inches tall from top of the bed to here, and that's too tall for me for the angle of this. And then a rooftop tent is just too tall. So being did I say 2 inches? Yeah, 2 inches tall from here. And I'm gonna knock it down at least a 1/2 inch minimum, or 1 inch total. So you have 1 inch roll bar pretty much, then rooftop. Just ideas, that's why I do cardboard. And then also the windshield's gonna be permanently mounted, wadded on, riveted. So I'm gonna leave it like this. It's gonna have its own windshield flat piece that will rivet to this. I know it's not scale, but I have to do that. Or else I'll try to weld it. Weld it first, if not. I could make it fold down, but make the thing more weak. Pivot point and latches, it's more stuff for my own fun use. And then I might tie in a roll bar, which is gonna be tough. I have metal for roll bar. I gotta bend it and weld it. It's a thin metal, tough. If I could find thicker metal in my stockpile than 22 gauge, I'll make this, the grill, and then probably the back tailgate out of that, so it's stronger to weld to. It won't flex and be weak. Half cab, drop down. Could just do simple, but I know in flat fender and full size we have them flat. But then since we're so tall, there's models that actually curve over for your head. So I'm gonna do that style just to give it more height for the back bed. That's pretty much it for that. Down here, I'm not sure what to do. The body of the floor is right here, and this body floor is here. I don't know, just this needs to be like good chamfer, then floor will show. So I'm not sure, plus tire clearancing. So I want to make this out of sheet metal, cut this all out, and then just go straight down, and then trim to fit with metal tools. So that's that. Electronics bedding the floor. I'm gonna make the whole body first and then worry about the interior. I'm probably gonna at least do a seat and one person, the dashboard, steering wheel, that's about it. But, so you figure that out. I'm gonna have the transmission kind of stick up out of the floor just for a realistic look. That's where it is. But that's about it. What else? Back here in the back bed, it's not 10 minutes long. So my parts I 3D printed off Thingiverse for templates for the inner fender, angles, or helps. Dashboard's a 2-way, but made it work off this. For my wrench, take my back tire off. When I cut that, I'm not gonna risk the tires get damaged. Now the back bed, last thing, ender fenders I want a full drop bed to the floor, that's fine. But in model uses 2 inches here, and it's still not enough. I had to trim it. So it's gonna be like a 2 1/4 stick out. Plus this is double the thickness and then sheet metal, but still. So come out here, 2 1/2, come down. So I gotta do that. And then once I have all this built, I'm gonna put in some scale speakers. That's why there's a space here. I have some, I'm gonna order some MOB speakers, just the classics. Put one here, one there. Sound this way. Amplifier on top. In my 3D printed box, everything's kind of hidden. Scale toolbox, but then speakers. So that's that. It really ends the build. Of course, when I extend this back here, more space. That's about it. There's the front clip. I'm probably gonna be 3D printing the front as well, but make it on metal. I gotta figure it out because I can trace it, no big deal. But I need that thickness too. So I'm not sure how to achieve that. I'm gonna weld it to the body somehow, just up at the top or tabs. That's all I have to weld to. Once it's like this. So I'm gonna try to extend it, weld it. I'm not sure. That's gonna be my confusing part. So for me, 3D printing, just take the model, extend the thing. I don't know. Make tabs where it bolts on, like up here, bolts on. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if it breaks, I gotta fix it. And then some tight tolerances. It can only fit one spot because the winch, the battery box, and inner fender, so it's one spot only. So the whole build is pretty much straightforward except for the front clip, the hood, and the grill, the toughest parts. And then rock sliders. To be honest, this is just a simple, I bought this from Scale Metal Supplies, just the base piece, then you can weld onto it. To be honest, this is all I need. I don't need no crazy stuff. I'll probably weld on eventually, but for now, that's all I need. And yes, I know it's sticking out. This side's not, so I put that other passenger side on backwards. It's alright. I've been driving like that for a while. It's been okay. Anyway, that's the build. So pretty much the total cost of this body is my time, but sheet metal I probably spent $25 total, 2 pieces of sheet metal. Some plastic parts for testing. That's really it. Not a bad body. I would love to get a C3 RC Speedy chassis. It's like $400 plus your body panels, plus all the extras you can add into it. So it's like close to a $700 body and chassis. New job with the week's pay, no big deal, but I'm trying to save for a full-size Gladiator, so I can't spend everything. But for the Black Friday coming up this 2 weeks, I want to get a 1/24 scale Wrangler, and I did find a company that makes a flat fitter body to a M38 body for it, so I'm gonna make that for it. And so both of these would be just matching twins, just 10 scale, 24 scale. 24 scale, I'm making it more of a class 1 comp. I'm not gonna find lead springs for a 24 scale. If I make them, sweet. If not, it's fine. So I'll build that for class 1 use. And this is a class 2, class 3 rig with the dig I have, so. Yep. I'm not sure how 1.9s look on this body. I don't know. That's why I'm keeping the body mounts and the back bumper to keep for the other body I have. So I guess this is my class 3 body. take abuse, it's metal. And then for 2.2s, and then my other body's for 1.9s. Okay, that works. So, yeah, it's Christmas time. Wood stove's going, got plenty of wood inside. Gas truck's out, the load around it. My firewood box refilled. So, that's all. What other sheet metal do I have to work with? Got some more. This is metal rod for your voting signs. It's metal. It's flexible, so I can use it for stuff. We got some more 22 gauge here, and more thicker stuff, which I'll probably use after the grill and the back tailgate, and even thicker and thicker. That's too heavy. I could tell that much, and they cut it too. But options. I got aluminum here too. Aluminum sheet I keep. I could use it probably for the hardtop actually, maybe. But if you roll over once, you just smash the whole hardtop. So probably something else. Ooh, I can use that for not belly skids, but belly this armor protection, splash guards. I don't know, ideas. So, alrighty, that's about it for that. Yeah, nothing outside. How warm is it? 80, about 30 outside. Alrighty guys, that's all. Thanks for watching.